What's going on, everybody? Good morning. 4:45 here on this Monday, June 20th. It's been a while since we were on here making some videos, but we're going to try to get back on track here. Looking at the markets here, looking at Casper. What's going on with Casper besides the downslide along with the stock market and Bitcoin? Casper potentially at a pretty important area here on the downside. I will zoom in and see what we can talk about here. So we definitely undercut the lows. The lows were, I think they were 3 cents if I'm correct. Looks like this low is 3 cents right over in here, that all-time low. We obviously undercut that. Let's take a zoom in here and see where we hit a low a day ago. So on the 19th, Sunday, hit a low of 223. So I pointed out, I threw up a post on the community section on the channel. Check that out. I've been posting there more than I have been doing videos recently. I mentioned that there's this level here at 224 that is an important area that Casper could find either a bottom or at least find some support for the short term. So I threw that out there, and then I came back later and checked, and Casper traded just below that at 223 and then found some support and bounced higher, and then looks like we're trying to get another follow through today. So we'll see if that level holds. If maybe you were able to get into some get some more shares down in those levels, maybe that's the bottom. It's really tough to tell, but it is an important area that Casper should find some support at for at least the short term. That's that 224 level. So if we go into the 3-minute time frame for Casper, you will see how the markets move at these certain levels. And 224 is one of those levels, and you can see that we found support there, traded slightly lower, and then we've moved higher since. So I will try to come up with a similar area, but just for the upside. So you can almost use it as a target. Probably not many of you trading in and out of Casper, but if you are, I will try to find an upper area here similar to this, but you can use it as a target. So that is pretty much it here. The markets definitely have been making new lows. So Bitcoin and the stock market, I still think we are trying to find a bottom here. According to market sentiment and history, that is what that is telling us. Obviously, it has been quite brutal out there for anyone holding longs or trying to get in close to the bottom, but they never make it easy. That is for sure. Back in 2020, the March crash, the C19 crash, of course, that wasn't easy, but that was definitely a very nice V-bottom, but the markets don't always V-bottom. Sometimes they chop around and then slowly grind back higher. So we'll see what happens here. Market sentiment has been oversold for, I believe it's been a month now. So going back a month, we started to get very bearish sentiment, and then following all the way up to where we were at last week. One whole month of very, very oversold, very, very bearish market sentiment. Very rare that the markets haven't rallied in a strong fashion according to history with the sentiment that we are currently sitting in. So at some point here, we will see a very, very vicious rally to the upside, at least according to history and where we're sitting at with market sentiment. So I think that will carry over into the crypto markets as well, as Bitcoin is showing some pretty oversold action on the charts. But for Casper, if anything, you're getting great low prices here. Whether we go lower or not, it's really tough to tell. But in the short term, we should find support like we have had so far at this 224 level. So keep that 224 level on your charts. And like I said, I'll try to come back either with a post on the community or another video. Let me try to find an upper area that you could use either as a target or just as somewhere to keep your eye on, as the price should move higher here. Sitting up 1.6% at the moment. We're up a little bit more this morning at like 2.4%, but it is nice to see that as the market was moving down. So Casper, let me zoom in here a bit. Casper was, I believe it was on the 18th that I posted. Keep your eye out on the 224 level for Casper. We could be heading down there, and could be an area that we could meet up with. And then obviously looking back, we have, but we did find support there. So that is good. Whether it holds or not, that's a whole different story. But at least for now it has. And luckily we were able to get into a couple shares of Casper down in those levels. Not quite at the lows, but close enough. Looking back, I think we'll be just fine. Not financial advice, just my opinion, of course. But like I said, I will come up with an upper area as a target, and let's see if these markets can start to gravitate to the upside. So that is going to wrap it up for this video. Let me know your thoughts on Casper. Sometimes you just got to have patience. These markets will grind you up using time, and that is what they're doing right now, a slow and steady grind to the downside. At some point we'll find a bottom, and whether it is a V bottom or is it more of a slow grind back to the upside, either way would be fine with me, as long as we are moving higher. And sentiment says we should be getting closer now than we have been a month ago, but it's always tough. So stay strong out there. Be careful trading on margin, stuff like that. They will shake you out just at the bottom, and you definitely don't want that to happen if you're trying to get in at lower prices. So, all right, guys, thanks once again. Try to get back here with some more videos. I think we have a special asset here as Casper. Just got to have patience through these rough market times. Bitcoin, on the other hand, I think we hit down into like 17,000. I mean, crazy. I don't think I have it on here. Let's see, where is it? Right. I guess we'll check this one out here. So yeah, we hit a low in Bitcoin, 17,622 it looks like. I mean, what a crazy discount from where we were at, up in the 60s, I believe. Yeah, almost the high 60s. Bitcoin definitely has some different areas of support. There's an area up in the 21,000, I believe, that it broke through. It'll probably get back up there. Whether it can get back above that is a different story. But wow, all the way back down here to 17, the mid 17s. Crazy. Trying to find some support at these old highs, wherever they're at. I think it was at 20,000, right around here. Yeah. All right, guys, gonna wrap it up. I will catch you in the next video. Take care.